Over the inline, off pass, into Stacom from the right corner, he shoots and hits. And Providence leads. Oscar pass, deep in the right corner. Ernie behind the back, out to Stacom. Stacom down the left of the lane, stops at the foul line. Beats out Costello. In low to Barnes for the layup, is good. You saw Barnes all alone there and hit him. Costello to Barnes, 10-7. Providence 5-3. B. Crawford, bring it back. Ernie waiting for him man-to-man. Stacom on the other side on Bigelow. Sitting wheeling and dealing outside is Beecroft. Beating Bigelow back outside. It comes to Beecroft. Off on the left side now. Pennsylvania trying to work. Hanksman beats it outside again. Off on the right. Beecroft moves for position. A 15-footer is good. Pennsylvania scoring a bucket. 10-9. Ernie gets it. Here's the 2-on-1 with Stacom. Ernie in the middle. Behind the back pass. Stacom layup is good. 14-9. A beauty that really excites the crowd. Bigelow with about a 20-footer is no good. The rebound, Barnes. Turnaround outlet pass comes up, reaches Stacom off the King, the drive, the layup. It is good. Nehru King, 16-9. Providence put it in play quickly into the corner to Stacom along the baseline. Stops, speeds underneath. Barnes puts it up and in from the right. Squeezing it up on the other side. 18-9. Marvin Barnes connecting. Friar lead is 9 points. Hagler working it out to Beecroft. On the right again to Bigelow. Bigelow with about a 12-foot jumper. No good to rebound Barnes. I turn around outlet. To Stacom. He's got King with him. He stops. He puts up a 16-footer. That's good. The Friars lead 22-9. 12:46 to go. And they have a big 11-point lead right here in the first half of play. Ron Hagler is out of the line here. He's the fine young sophomore for us from Pennsylvania. The shot up is good. Here's a shot up. It is no good. We have the whistle. And evidently a lane violation. He puts it up and in again. They just made a bucket on the play with 37 by Vargas. And now they can close in here in a hurry. Here's a shot up. It is around and off. No good. We have the whistle. And let's see what the call is. Evidently a lane violation again. It's good. He gets the bonus. 28. He puts it up and in again. And it's 34-29. Only 5. 4 points here without 1 second moving on the clock. Over the middle, Ernie D for the Friars. Moving in very slowly. They'd love to go off here with another bucket. Ernie goes down the left. Here's the 15-footer. Up and in. When they always need it. Ernie D, 36, 29, 25 seconds to go. 20 seconds, I beg your pardon. Friar leads at 7. Rebound cleared by Marvin Barnes. He gives to Ernie. Over the middle he comes now along the right sideline. When it moves in back of the key, spins, goes down the right, spins back in the lane, spins out again. A 14-footer up and in. Ernie D turning on all the moves. 53-43. Ernie D with a beauty. 13:22 to go. Ernie with 10 points in the game. Pennsylvanian forecourt. The feet over on the left sideline. High pass reaching low. Hagler shoots over Barnes and it's knocked out of bounds on the next defensive players. Barnes turns around, feeds up the midcourt to Stacom. Stacom over the middle now. Stops, pops a 16-footer. That's good. Kevin Stacom from the right. 59-47. Time's going by. 10:37 to go. The Friars lead by 12. Now Hankinson with a jumper. No good off the rim. The rebound outside. Ernie tips it up ahead to Stacom, and he gets it. Nice reflex. Pass underneath. Loose man. King layup is good. Stacom off balance. Hitting King underneath. And it all started with Ernie tipping it up ahead to Stacom. And we might call that 2 assists, Stacom and Ernie D. Ernie is over the assist mark tonight. And we'll check that for you here a little later. 61-47. 61-49. Ernie looks at the clock as he dribbles up. Coming up very slowly now over the 10-second line. Moving in. Back to the 3-point play line. Top of the key, dribbles off to the left now. Snakes in to the edge line and then feeds it up to Stacom. Stacom with the ball. Moves it back of the key. Spin it around, give it over to Ernie. Ernie dribble left to the right. Going behind the Nehru King. Take into the baseline. The fall away jumper. It's good. Ernie about a 15-footer. 12-point Friar lead. As Ernie brings it up, 8:43 to go, ladies and gentlemen. Ernie from outside, a long bomber. Good again. Ernie's turning it on right now. Bigelow, top of the foul circle, back to Varga. About a 10-footer from the right is off the rim, but it's no good. Rebound by Nehru King. Friars have it. 7-16. Ernie over the middle now, waving somebody out on the right side. Behind the back pass to King. 10-footer from the left. It's good again. 71-51. Friars look at his zone now, and it looks almost like a 1-3-1 as it bends. Ernie with the ball, feeding high and low. Barnes, turnaround shot is good. Hit him right on target. 73-53. Barnes from Ernie. 4:55 to go. Ernie D over the middle. On the right side, dribbling nicely, spinning with the ball. 2:30 to go. Stops, pops up a 20-footer off the board. No good rebound. King put up again. That is good. He is fouled. Nehru King connecting. Nehru with a chance here to make a three-point play. At the line, Nehru shoots and hits. This one is all over. And it's just a case of what the final score is going to be right now. There's only 1:51 to go here. At the line, Nehru shoots and hits. 83 to 61. Second shot is good. 84-61. Out there, let's see, one of the subs is Steve Vittori, a guard. Mighty Varga. Listen, ladies and gentlemen.
This is the Coliseum, Charlotte, North Carolina. Over 11,000 here to watch the game that will decide the Eastern Championship of the NCAA Tournament. Providence has won 26 out of 28. Maryland has won 23 out of 29. Hi, everybody. I'm Kurt Gowdy to call the play-by-play. Tom Hawkins, former Notre Dame and Los Angeles Lakers star, will be analyzing the game. This is the story of a small Catholic college in Providence, Rhode Island, but very big in basketball tradition that over the years has turned out some of the greatest players in the East, especially in the backcourt. They come into this game with a 16-game winning streak. They've lost only twice. They're going against a school that 4 years ago hired Lefty Driesell away from small Davidson College to build them a basketball power. Driesell said Maryland would be the UCLA of the East. They're not quite that yet, but they've become a fine team that has now had 2 20-game years in a row.
First is Jim McMillan, averaging 21 points a game, the team's leading scorer, and pulling down 10 rebounds a game. And that's for the University of Maryland. Also complimenting McMillan is little John Lucas, only a freshman, and he is the point man, excellent passer, averaging 14 points a game. On the other hand, for Providence, we have Ernie DiGregorio, affectionately known as Ernie D. Excellent passer, averaging 24 points a game, and one of the most exciting players to come out of the East in a long time. Complimenting Ernie DiGregorio is Marvin Barnes, the nation's second-ranked rebounder, pulling down 20 a game. Marvin can also score. He averages 18.4 a game. They are the two forces for the Providence team.
And the tips over to Providence is Costello. Ernie D with the ball. Ryan Costello. DiGregorio. Out to Costello, good outside shot. Providence gets first, 2-0. And freshman DiGregorio brings it down. Probably the best ball hammer, dribbler, and passer in America. There he is, the driving layup. 4-2 Providence. Liddell's on DiGregorio, and there's a foul. Maryland playing a tough man-to-man. Stacom hits one shot. 10-6, Maryland. His shot up, he hits. 10-8. Elmore didn't play against North Carolina State in the Atlantic Conference Finals. Ernie D up again, hitting. Costello at the head of the key. Barnes with his amazing leaping ability up and lays it in. 15-14. As Providence brings it down, they're trailing by 2. DiGregorio driving and hitting. Ernie D in his own forecourt. Long jumper. He hits it. 19-18. 10 points to DiGregorio. He went in to get the ball out of bounds on you. 20 to layup. DiGregorio right back up and in and out on him. And he's fouled by Lucas. King, pass breaking to Stacom. Short banker, in. 22-20, Providence. Maryland setting up 3 seconds.
That's right, it wasn't really on a run.
A drive by his driver. 29-24 the score, Maryland. Long one by DiGregorio. What a shot by DiGregorio. DiGregorio with Liddell on him. Underneath the Stacom. Look at that needle thread pass. Stacom hits it 29-28. The freshman, John Lucas, who averaged 14 points a game. Wide open, DiGregorio. Pretty 3:30, Maryland. McMillan has 13 points to lead Maryland. Kevin Stacom's drive down the key. He goes in. That was Ernie DiGregorio. The little 6-footer. Top of the key. He hits the 20 points for DiGregorio in the first half.
An unbelievable performance. He didn't have a great shooting night in the first game.
Kevin Stacom. Got it. Or go away. He flips it. Good heady play by DiGregorio to Marvin Barnes. Barnes up with a short jumper. Goes to the lead. 36-35. 38. Maryland 37.
Averages 9.9 a game, but he has 12 in this game. We know about his shot blocking ability, but his offense is also great.
DiGregorio again. They've changed it. Put Luke on the ball. And Nehru King. They're all quick leapers on this Providence team. They can get off the floor. The feed is to Stacom. He hits it. 44. There he is. He hits again. DiGregorio now has 24 points in the first half.
Phenomenal performance.
46-45. Providence championship game. Maryland leads Providence 51.
Athletically, in some ways, you know, from the waist down, he has a little bit of a problem, maybe defensively handling the quick guy. But offensively, he's just developed his skills to the utmost.
Now, Providence is rated #1 in the East. Are they deserving of that rating?
No question about it. They're far and away the
Barnes. Up. In. Can't stop him when he's underneath. He's just such a tremendous jumper. Did the first half. DiGregorio flipped past the Stacom. What a passer that kid is. Stacom missed a wide open layup. He has it back again. And he hits 58. Drop. That's the first team foul on Maryland in the half. DiGregorio driving. Short jumper. 62-53. 28 points for Ernie D.
This is how legends are made, you know?
Especially when you're watching on national television. And he used to watch Providence on television in the early days. They have 14:48 to play. Odell on him. Right on him. He could dribble his ball for 10 minutes if he wanted. He sneaks in. That's the easy shot. Barnes wheels. His shot is good. On his power wheel, and his score is 66-50 for the next 2 years. Foul on Roy, 13 foul on Maryland. Providence has 2 team fouls in the foul. DiGregorio got the basket, spectacular dribbling, and then committed his 5th offensive foul. But what a show he put on here today. He has played with 11:37 to go. He's off and he scored 30 points.
And he got a standing ovation from this very appreciative crowd of about 11,000 here at the Charlotte Coliseum.
Standing ovation here for the youngster who lives hundreds of miles away, 6 feet tall, precious honorable hours in the summer playground in Providence, Rhode Island.
Coach Gavitt. What was it about him that made him special to you beyond his prowess and his expertise as a coach?
Oh, because he was a real person. You know, he didn't think he was better than anybody and treated us all with respect. And the players would run through a wall for him because they knew he had our back. He kept it very simple, and he allowed us to use our strengths and cover up our weaknesses. And every single day we went to practice. It was fun, and we couldn't wait to have practice because we knew we were getting better. And his philosophy was always, it's not where you start, it's where you finish, because he wanted us peaking for the NCAA tournament at the end of the year. And that year, my senior year, we made it to the Final Four, and we were 16 points ahead of Memphis State until Marvin got hurt, and then we couldn't run our fast break, and so we got beat. So we would have had a great chance of beating that team, Memphis State, and played UCLA for the final, and that would have been the second time we played them. We played them out in Providence Pavilion early in the year, and we played them a close game, but we lost. But we were peaking.
The Friars were eliminated by Memphis State in that Final Four, as you mentioned just a minute ago. Most fans seem to agree with you, but if Marvin had not gotten hurt in that game, there's virtually no way we would have lost.
We were 16
would have
ahead.
been into the
Right, we were 16 ahead, and we were running it down their throats. So we would have kept running and running. And, I couldn't believe that they could come back, and they couldn't stop it. But when he left and he couldn't run anymore, and his knee locked up on him, we couldn't get the rebound. And you can't run unless you get, a rebound and throw an outlet pass. So we had to play half court, and they were too big. They would get 2 and 3 shots on the offensive end, and we'd be one and done when we shot. So that made the difference. You can't, when you take 19 rebounds out of the game, that's the difference.
The attention of the sports world once again had turned to the finals of the NCAA basketball tournament and to the 4 teams that would battle for the national championship. As expected, the amazing UCLA Bruins had earned the right to compete for the national crown, and the Bruins entered the 1973 finals with some awesome credentials. Riding the longest winning streak in college basketball history, Coach John Wooden's UCLA team had won an unbelievable 73 straight games and were looking for their 7th consecutive national championship, their 9th in the last 10 years. Standing in the way of the Bruins were 3 teams that really hadn't been expected to reach the semifinals. But the Friars of Providence College, the Indiana Hoosiers, and the Memphis State Tigers all came to the semifinals in St. Louis, hoping that they held the key to ending UCLA's domination of college basketball. And along with basketball fans throughout the country, many of the people who jammed into the 19,000-seat St. Louis arena came wondering if this was to be the year that the UCLA dynasty would end. Hello, everybody. I'm Bill Fleming, here to bring you the exciting story of college basketball's biggest spectacle, the NCAA Finals, along with the 1973 All-America team, as selected by the Basketball Writers Association of America. Brought to you by Chevrolet, building a better way to see the USA. Led by high-scoring guard Ernie DiGregorio, Providence entered its semifinal game against Memphis State, standing 27-2 on the season. The freewheeling DiGregorio had almost single-handedly taken his team to victories in the Eastern Regional over Pennsylvania and Maryland. And against the Tigers, the 6-foot guard immediately took charge, scoring the Friars' first field goal and passing for another in the first minute of play. It was only natural that a number of people in the St. Louis crowd couldn't quite believe what they were seeing, as DiGregorio constantly befuddled the Tiger defense with his court sleight of hand. Meanwhile, Memphis State's 2 big men, number 35 Larry Keenan and number 33, Ronnie Robinson, gave the Tigers enough scoring punch to keep them within reach. But the Friars had their own stellar big man in 6'8" center Marvin Barnes, who battled the Memphis front line underneath while hitting 4 out of his first 5 shots. With Barnes hitting from the inside and DiGregorio scoring from all over the court, Providence appeared headed into the finals. But fortune wasn't smiling on the Friars. With 12.5 minutes left to go in the first half, a fall under the basket sent Barnes to the bench with a sprained knee. Providence coach Dave Gavitt called timeout.
I want you to anticipate now the possibility of going to the 4 defense. All right, if we go to the 4 defense, you're going to play Cook man-to-man. You're going to play bench man-to-man, all right? All right? Yeah, you still be on the point. You guys going to be in the triangle zone. You're still going to have the point. They usually don't play anybody high, so you'll be dropped back.
While Providence tried to improvise an offense and a defense that could work without the big man, Coach Gene Bartow of Memphis State was telling his players how to take advantage of the break.
We need to be jamming it in. Barnes is out of the game. We ought to be able to get right around the net. Right behind your big players, right behind him. We could go to these 2 men right in around the basket. We won't do it. We've got to do it. It can be done. You move it a little patient. We're in this game. We're right in it. Don't let them get that spread anymore. Keep playing. Move it quick. Be ready to jam it. Let's go. We've been down a lot of times before. They're in a zone, which I think they'll stay in, number 1, and jam it in there. Get that good shot, and we're all right. Everybody, you can't be heroes today. All right, go.
Memphis narrowed the gap when play resumed. Unchecked by Barnes in the middle, Robinson and Keenan combined to score 6 points that brought the Tigers to within 3. But the first half still belonged to Ernie DiGregorio and the Friars.
Running game going as much as we can. We got some time here on the timeout. Starting defense is man-to-man. Everybody's got their sign. What do you got? Dig in a little. Yeah, but if you know, the ball goes up and you think he's going to jump the ball. Come on, hey. Every loose ball in St. Louis is ours. Let's go, baby.
An aroused Memphis State club came out for the second half. And facing a team that had lost its big center, the Tigers sank 3 straight, while Providence went scoreless. And Providence coach Gavitt called timeout again. Memphis cut the lead to 1 before DiGregorio was able to regain the touch and put his team ahead by 3 again. Then for the next 9 minutes, the 2 teams battled evenly. But Providence, which had shot for more than 56% in the first half, began to taper off, and the Memphis front line took control of the boards while Marvin Barnes sat on the sidelines.
But as quickly as Memphis fell behind in the first half, they caught up in the second. Ernie D started to look more like Ernie No D, and the Tigers' big 3 dominated, combining for 73 points. Keenan and Robinson were brutal on the boards, hauling in 38 rebounds.
Barnes did manage to get back into the game, but he was hobbling and rather ineffective. Memphis State, meanwhile, took complete charge of the game and outscored Providence 13-1 in those final minutes to win going away and to advance to the championship game.